Yes, David.
Well, we all know what the first three looks like in every mock draft.
Do we?
As we get closer, we'll determine who's drafting. It might be trades, but the quarterbacks are going to go. First is Caleb Williams. Second is Jaden Daniels. Third is Drake May.
See, there's your first surprise to me. Look, Drake May, I understand. The North Carolina thing, they weren't that good. They had no offensive line. I'll be very surprised if we get to draft day and Drake May's not going number 2. I really will. He is a prototypical NFL QB. He can move, 6'4", 225. Jaden Daniels is very slight. Very. Him and JJ, if they get hit, look out.
See, the one that I think.
What?
I think JJ's going to keep rising.
Listen, he's going to go to the Giants at 6, and then I'm going to start meditating under goalposts, and it's going to all be all right. I think the JJ thing's fascinating. Let's see where he goes in this kickoff mock draft.
Number 4, Cardinals take Marvin Harrison Jr.
No brainer. Kyler seemed to re-earn their trust. They need a weapon out wide. Makes sense.
At number 5, offensive tackle taken for the Chargers, Joe Alt. That's no surprise there.
No, you got
their quarterback.
You got to invest in Herbert. You got to invest in the running game, and look who your coach is. Harbaugh, O-line. No issue with it. Alt's a hell of a good player, too.
Number 6, the New York Giants take wide receiver Malik Neighbors.
Difference maker wide receiver.
I don't care. Just move to the next team, or I'll spend the rest of this segment shredding my own franchise.
Difference maker wide receiver. Marvin Harrison Jr. is the name that everybody knew, but he's that deep threat guy that can
Except
help
we don't
out.
have a quarterback who throws it deep. He's a check down Charlie in a neck brace. Go to the next pick.
Because now he has a wide receiver that he can throw deep. So you pair him up with Saquon Barkley.
Go to the next pick.
And I think you have something, David.
Turn his microphone off.
Thank you for finishing that thought, Rico. Thank you. I was
enough.
not going to move on.
That behavior
till you
was
finish.
churlish.
Number 7, Tennessee Titans take tight end Brock Bowers.
That I like.
They have no quarterback.
I'm saying for me.
For
who's
you.
taking Brock Bowers?
Tennessee Titans.
You know, the one is I actually thought that maybe he goes to Harbaugh.
They need to protect Herbert.
But he likes his tight ends.
I hear you. Number 8, the Falcons.
But, I mean, what would the Giants do with Brock Bowers?
All the Daniel Jones checkdowns. All of them.
We're going to push Daniel Jones to throw the ball down the field. Remember, we didn't think that Jared Goff could do it.
All right, fix your offensive line before you
He
worry
still
about
hasn't done it.
He has.
Jared
You got
Goff.
J-Mo, and J-Mo has now made him look better. Neighbors will do the same.
Number 8, let's finish out this top 10. Number 8, Falcons take edge Dallas Turner. And then number 9, the Bears take Rome Odunze.
Wait, they take Dallas Turner?
Yes.
Interesting.
Listen,
Not a quarterback.
No, Atlanta.
So that must
Well,
mean
they took quarterback 1,
right, he's saying Caleb Williams 1.
and then they take at the edge at 9. I'm sorry.
No, I'm talking about Atlanta.
David, you ruined
Atlanta
the whole
did not trade up. Yes, they did not get a quarterback.
So
yes.
this means that Fields will probably be there. So, okay, now that makes sense.
If
Okay.
Justin Fields is going to change a lot of what David's reading here.
And Roma Dunze goes where?
Rome
Chicago.
Odunze goes to Chicago.
Okay.
So let's skip down here to find where JJ goes.
Broncos.
He goes to the Broncos at number 12.
That's become a popular one. And listen, I think J.J. McCarthy is going to be one of the fascinating stories of the lead up to this draft here in town.
So does this mean he walks right in and plays?
You would have to. You don't even have a choice. But it would be Sean Payton. Offensive tutelage. It'd be different for him to be coached by somebody who speaks in complete sentences, so that'll be a little bit of an adjustment for JJ, but
Does he do the whole shoulder pad thing?
I don't
pregame?
know. Meditating under goalposts. The bottom line, Denver has weapons. It's not a bad spot for him.
On the edge side, number 15, Colts take Jared Verse. Many people believe he's the best edge.
Yeah, that's my guy. And listen, Brad Holmes has shown a willingness to move up, get the players they want. If they got a grade on a guy, they're going to go and get him. Look at J-Mo.
They'll either move up or they move back, and they still got Gibbs.
Now, the only time I'm going to advocate for that type of thing is if they don't address the pass rush and free agency. Because I just don't think you're sitting at 29 and getting in a premier edge rusher.
I really don't think we talked enough about what the Giants were going to do, but I'll move on.
So we'll skip through because there's a lot of offensive tackles taken. offensive linemen. I see some centers being taken. So let's go over to number 26. Tampa Bay Buccaneers take Chop Robinson.
Rico likes him more
He
than I do.
does. Yes, you do, Rico.
I do, but Tampa rebuilt, trying to get their defense younger. I think that he would be a great fit here in Detroit because it's such a low pick. If you just stick with pick 29, I'd like to see them move up to get him. But if he goes there, I think that's a good fit for Tampa.
And another one for you, Rico. You always ask about this guy. Keon Coleman goes number 28 to the Buffalo Bills. They're going to be losing Gabe Davis, so.
Hey, by the way, Gabe Davis giving himself an 8-minute highlight reel on his way out the door? What?
That was so strange.
I mean, my God, what are you, Jerry Rice?
You pay an intern a couple $100, put together this reel for me.
8 minutes.
And then at number 20.
It seems like Buffalo, I don't know, maybe they're just infatuated with offense, that team. They never really go and just try to get defense and lock it down. It's just always fun. Okay, Keon, good luck with that.
Well, Lions, they're next at 29. They go defense. Cornerback Enos Rakeshaw.
I love this.
Oh,
kid.
your
Missouri.
guy. I love this kid. I'm a nerd. I watch way too much Missouri football, but Rakestraw is everything that Lions fans and the team want. He's mean. He's a Richard. He's out there killing people on the field, of course. Little bit of an injury history, but he is a rock solid SEC corner. He'll play to run, and he'll come up and he'll take your head off. That's what they want in their secondary. That's what they have shown us.
No.
So I'd have no problem with Rakestraw. And I know what's going to happen. As this gets closer, people will scream for players they know. Well, what about Kool-Aid?
I was about to say, where did Kool-Aid go and where did Quinyon Mitchell go?
Kool-Aid did not go in the first round. Quinyon Mitchell went 27 to Arizona.
A kid from Toledo?
Yes.
Because now that if you were going to take a corner, I like Mike's guy. I like Mitchell a little better.
Yeah, and then, of course, we'll close it out with your team, Rico. They just take an offensive lineman. That's not exciting. Amarius Mims. He's a great tackle, though, but
you know what?
Not exciting.
The right tackle needs to get upgraded. So I'm okay with that.
Kansas City finishes off with a tight end, Jatavian Sanders from Texas.
He's a really good player.
Which scares me because he's good.
He's a really good player. He got banged up this year. He just wasn't healthy. He's built like a mountain. Look, I think overall the thing that's going to be interesting is we start this process. Yeah. Bo Nix, J.J. McCarthy, Mike Penix. We know what the first three QBs are. How does it shake out with the other three, and how many of the three, 1, 2, all, or none, end up in the first round?
See, for me, I thought Kansas City was Adonai Mitchell. Wide receiver, threat, young, so you can control his salary. You don't have to worry about that. I thought maybe they would go that route. David, on that list, Byron Murphy, the second.
Yeah, Texas. He goes 25 to Green Bay.
That's another guy that if he's starting to slide and the Lions select him, I think that will just improve your defensive line. So I don't know if you watch a lot of Texas football.
Well, yeah.
But if not, you may be able to get Sweat in the second round.
Texas was back, so I had to watch. Yeah. So there it is. That is your Dave Burkett mock draft.